Alright, so boom, we finna just set it off right here. It was like the summer of after my sophomore year or whatever. This is my first football camp that I had ended up going to. So obviously I was nervous, so I had called my cousin so he could like come with me, give me some pointers, cause like he was a grade above me, and yeah, obviously I was gonna be nervous because all these other people out here, they had like 20 plus offers, 30 plus offers, and then they just like out of their sophomore year, and I'm just like, golly, I ain't got no offers. This the only thing that just came up to me. So obviously, I was with the linebackers, and at the time, yeah, it was fun while it lasted, but it was a whole bunch of stuff that I had to go through, and especially at that camp. So like once we had first started it off, like what we did was we did stretches and all that. They got our names and everything, height, weight, hand size, and all that stuff on the inside. But once we got like towards the field, you could actually see like how big they school is, and it it just looked like I don't even know. So yeah, once we had end up going to our position drills and stuff, like basically all the other linebackers, it I'm gonna just say it right now, all the other linebackers were white. I was the only black linebacker, and then I was just thinking like, golly, I'm standing out like a like yeah, I don't even know. Look, I was just standing out in the linebacker group, and the thing is, the coach was white too. So yeah, it's just I don't know. It just had me feeling some type of way. I was just thinking like, dang, can't no black person become a linebacker. So throughout the drills and stuff, I'm doing pretty good, just getting through all of them. And then like it comes time to one-on-ones. And for those who don't know, one-on-ones is basically one position going against the next, and whoever wins just wins. So I'm up first because the black guy. Yeah, I'm up first, and they just set me up with this Derrick Henry looking running back, and I was just sitting there like, bruh, are you sure that we got to do this? And we didn't have on pads, we didn't have on none of that. They was just like, look, we just finna throw y'all in a dog cage, y'all get to it. And it just came a point in time where they was just making up stuff because they ain't know what else to do. And they had said, all right, look, so what you gonna do is you gonna run this way, hit the ground, and then get up and try to keep him from scoring a touchdown. It's better if you see it than me saying it, cause like yeah, it's just bullshit. But yeah, I had ended up like doing exactly what they said, and I had caught him one time, and I was just like, okay, well, I think I can do this. This is pretty easy. It ain't nothing to it. And I had said that wrong, cause I'm telling you, it's this dude. It was just this one running back. I forgot his name, but he like number 27. I wish I could pull up a picture, but you know how this shit is, so nah. But yeah, I had ended up having to go against him, and when I tell you he put me on skates, I felt like I was Babe Ruth or somebody sliding to third base, but nah, he took my ankles, and I was just embarrassed. I was like, you know what? I'm finna go sit down for a little minute. And then this is the weird part. They put us with one-on-ones right before we had to run a 40-yard dash. So they knew we was gonna be tight during the one-on-ones, but they still have us run the 40. So me, I was like, okay, it ain't nothing to it. So yeah, it wasn't really nothing to it. It was just like a regular 40-yard dash to me. This is back when I was a little kid or whatever. But yeah, it wasn't really much because every time I run a 40, I always do a good time. But I don't know what it was, but today they was just on me because like I went to Starville High School, which is the number one school in Mississippi, and I was just like, all right then. So who up first? So they had said, Starville, you up? I knew they was talking about me because like I was like one of the 10 black people that they had on the team, like out there, but they had me running a 40-yard dash first just to see if a black man got speed or not. So it's just like, all right then. And this is a weird thing that they did. We run a 40-yard dash at the 50-yard line. So we had to start at the 50 and end past the 10. And he said run through the goal line. So I was like, all right, but it ain't nothing to it. I could do this. So yeah, I line up to run my 40-yard dash. And when I tell you my legs was feeling so tight, I felt like I was finna break my legs off, and I swear it was just so much pain, and I didn't want them to see it because I wanted to get an offer at first. So I was just like, all right, bet, just go ahead, run this first 40 and just chill out right now. So I line up to run my 40, and when I tell you they had ended up saying that I have to get set and go off of them, I was just like, damn, this shit is not the way I planned it out in my head. I thought I was gonna go on my own or whatever. And they had said, no, we just gotta make sure that you actually doing the right time. I was like, well, you should let me go on my own. And so they had said, all right, then you can do that on your second run. I was like, all right then. So I lined up for the first one, and he blew the whistle. And when I tell you, it felt like the perfect takeoff. I felt like I was Usain Bolt. I'm sorry I'm stopping so much. It's just I have to yawn and I ain't trying to put it all in the microphone. But yeah, I had ended up lining up to run my 40, and it was the fastest time that I've ever run. That thing said a 4.51. And when I tell you, I heard one of the coaches say, "Woo!" I was like, yeah, I get this black man do got some speed, ain't it? Yeah, we running from lines of Africa. What you mean, bruh? But nah, that's a stereotype. My bad. But yeah, I had ended up lining up for my second 40, and when I was running that 40, I tell you, I just about popped my leg off. Just how fast I was running. Yeah, so I just about popped my leg off just because I was running so fast and I wanted to impress them. So I was just like, oh my gosh, what just happened? And then like I had felt my calf muscle, well not my calf muscle, I felt my hamstring. And when I tell you, it was in half, because like at first, once you feel your hamstring or whatever, you just feel a big old muscle. Mine had a gap through the middle, but it was like 20 minutes within the whole camp. So I was like, I can't go out like this. It was like I had felt it last second once it had popped, and I felt it like spread apart, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I just popped my hamstring out of place or ripped it or something. And so I had ended up going to my backpack and getting like one of them, I guess, utility bands or whatever it is, and I just put it around my thigh. And like one of the coaches had said, are you hurt or something? I had to lie and say I wasn't hurt just to like stay in the camp because I wanted to impress them. But yeah, I had ended up telling him I wasn't hurt, and he was just like, all right then, well shoot, I expect you to do everything full speed. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's what I was planning on doing anyway. And when I tell you, the next thing that we had up was broad jumps. And if you don't know what broad jumps is, it's basically you getting in like just a squatting stance and literally jumping out as far as you can. And obviously you have to use your hamstrings. So with me, I had jumped like the second shortest, because like it was supposed to be within like 5 or 10 yards. I had ended up jumping like 2 or 3 yards while everybody else jumping 6. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, I feel like an old cricket. and so like they was just like going on and on about, oh yeah, he looked good, he doing everything right. But yeah, they said he was doing everything right, and I was like, yeah, I'm just ready to go. And so like my cousin, he had came up to me. He was a wide receiver, so we didn't get a chance to do one-on-ones together. And so he had came up to me and said, TJ, you alright? I was like, yeah, I'm good. I just feel like I like tore my hamstring or something. And then he was like, you for real? You need to lead a camp or something? I was like, no, I do not need to lead this camp right now. And then they was like, okay then, your well-being is better than this. So yeah, I had ended up, like, we started the 7-on-7 games and all this stuff, and I was on the first group, and the quarterback at the time, he was like a 3-star quarterback or whatever. He had ended up like throwing a ball like super high up, and when I tell you I jumped to catch it, I felt like Michael Jordan at the time. But as soon as I came down on that leg, it felt like it just fell off. And then I had literally just called it quits. I was like, look, I can't keep doing this. So what I did was I just told him, look, I can't, my leg hurt and I gotta go sit down. He was like, all right, just go ahead, just ice it, whatever, do whatever you need to do. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was just thinking to myself, I was like, bro, it was that easy. Like I didn't even have to really do nothing. I could have just sat down. And so I was disappointed in myself. But then again, I was sure enough happy that I got to sit down. And at the end of the camp, when I tell you it was like 10 or 20 people that got offered and they arrived late. And when I tell you I was so pissed off, I was like, bruh, they arrived late, didn't do nothing, and then I was just like, bruh, you know what? I was like, fuck football. I'm done.
So you wish to become a warrior? You are weak like a wilted weed! Condition your body! Huh?